Yo, yo, yo. What's up, LA Live gang? This is your boy AC, LA Sports Live. We're in the building, a special late night edition of LA Sports Live. You guys see the thumbnail. You see the title. It's what? Yeah, it's still late. Well, I'm in LA, so it's still late. What, Saturday evening, almost Sunday morning. Um, the Lakers take a L at the hands, their third time and third loss in a row at the hands of the Denver Nuggets and go down 0-3 in the Western Conference Finals. um, to see, even LeBron said in his post game comments, the series is not over. You got to take it one game at a time. But anybody that knows anything about anything knows this series is effectively over. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time harping on the game tonight. Look, I only saw. Um, I was asleep, so I woke up early in the third quarter. Um, I woke up. I think the Lakers were down maybe five or whatever. That's not a excuse me, that's not a good thing because if the Lakers really, if they really were really about it, and really we're going to have a chance to turn things around and win this series. If I go to sleep and I wake up in the middle of the third quarter, quite honestly, they should have been blowing the Nuggets out by then. That would have been a telltale sign that they would have went on to victory. And even the Nuggets coach said things could have gotten out of hand very quickly playing at crypto, but his team remained poised and they never let things get out of control. They controlled the game and they beat the Lakers. Excuse me, guys. It's late. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna stay up all night, but anyway, um, and they took it to the Lakers, man. They took it to the Lakers. There's no no excuses or whatever. There's just I would say if you look at the Western Conference, uh, top to bottom, and I really you know I'll say this. I think top to bottom, if you look at the run that the Lakers made in the second half of the season, you look at the run the Lakers made in the playoffs. Um, I'll say I think there's only maybe one or two teams that are better than the Lakers in the Western Conference, and Denver's one of them. Denver's one of them. We can never beat the Clippers, but they are already in Mexico, so can't talk about them. But Denver for sure is better. Now, if we would have had this team the whole season, may have been a different story, but we'll never know. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Resh Dog, damn shame, but I guess we can settle for just being mediocre and say at least we made it to the Western Conference Final. Man, I wouldn't even call the Lakers mediocre because there's only two teams left standing in the Western Conference, and the Lakers are one of them. So you can't be mediocre if you wanted to, you know, last two teams standing in your conference. We went through everybody else. We went through Memphis, went through Golden State, the former world champions. So um, it is what it is, man. You just run into a team that's clicking. You run into a team that's better, better. Um, they have two star players. Jokic is a multiple time MVP in the league, and for the most part, he's been performing like that. You look at the performance of their star players in this series versus our two star players. and they outplayed us, plain and simple. So, um, and so with that, they proved they're the better team. Now series is not over, but up until this point, they proved they're the better team. And I guess you could say they deserve to move on, man. Jokic is a great player. Murray is a great player. He's back. He they had a little bit of you know downtime while Murray was out, but now Murray is back, and he's back with a vengeance. And I think he's um, going to be a big part of propelling his team to the NBA Finals for the first time. And so you guys salute him for that, man. It's no big deal. Like I said, if you guys follow me on Twitter, I wasn't terribly upset about this loss. I wasn't happy about it, but I wasn't per se mad. Shout out to Lakers over everything. We had tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of conversations about this for the last fucking year or whatever. And we knew this. I felt this was going to be a tough series for the Lakers. After you win one playoff series, then you win two playoff series, and then you just start to feel like the team is on a roll and that they have momentum, and they're gonna finish the job. But there were some glaring weaknesses. There's some glaring weaknesses that even though when we were winning and advancing in the playoffs, there were some glaring weaknesses. And when you finally match up against a team that's good enough to take advantage and exploit your weaknesses, it's really not too much you can do, man. So I understand what you're saying, Eric Kwan. Denver is a better team, but the problem is not acceptable to try to not try to make an adjustment and play the same old stale rotation. Yeah, I don't know, man. Um, Darvin's gonna go with the players. Darvin's gonna go with the players that he thinks is getting over the hump. We know he's pretty loyal to certain players, and to a detriment sometimes. And that's just the way it is. I heard a lot of people, including myself. At one point, it's like, hey man, why did we get Tristan? We're not going to use him. Um, I don't think Mo Bamba would have made a difference in this series. I don't know, but it's just you know the rebound thing. We just kind of ignored the whole playoffs, even though the Lakers did. I believe they did out rebound them this game, but we were getting out rebounded by Golden State, and we were getting out rebounded in the series. And I knew those things were going to catch up with the Lakers sooner or later. Our transition D has been suspect for the last two series. So that came back to haunt us. Um, and um, part of the reason, you're right, Eric. One part of the reason why we made that trade was to address our really woeful shooting. And by the time we get to a situation where we really need it in this series, Beasley's no longer in the rotation, and D'Lo is highly ineffective. They're basically playing D'Lo off the court, and those were the two guys that we acquired um, to help with our shooting because prior to the trade, basically the Lakers were one of the worst shooting teams in the league. So uh, we acquired those two guys in the trade to help with the shooting. They're both uh, not effective, and now we're almost back where we started in terms of shooting, and that's just not enough. That's just not enough to beat a team like Denver, man. It's just not enough. yeah. I got even though honestly the last time I watched Denver play, I watched them a little bit against Phoenix, but I hadn't really watched them play since the last time the Lakers played them. So, I kind of lost track of exactly how good they were. So, man, it is what it is, man. Shit. I remember telling Lakers over everything. I'm really more focused and looking forward to the off season and next season because this playoff run, it was unexpected. Um, Everybody knows after the 2-10 start, we had a 0.4% chance of even making the playoffs. So the way I look at it, I'm not satisfied. I mean, we're in the fucking playoffs. We're advancing. We have a certain amount of firepower. We got star players. We got defense. And we're at the fucking dance. You want to go all the way to the end. But the bottom line is, what I felt was, look, this Laker team surprised a lot of teams, a lot of players, a lot of fans, on how quickly they were able to mesh and gel and win games and get above 500, make it to the play-in, make it to the number 7 seed, going from 13th to 7th. To me, by most team standards, other than the Lakers and uh, yeah, other than the Lakers, that to me that's a hell of a fucking accomplishment. Nobody likes to lose. There's only one team that can win, but certainly nobody likes to lose. But I just kind of felt that it was just highly unlikely. I knew this run was going to end at some point. I didn't know exactly when, but I personally, and I've been watching the Lakers a long time. I've never seen a situation where a team was put together. Uh, and you go from the 13th seed and you throw a team together in a matter of 12 to 14 weeks or whatever, however long it's been. And I've never seen the team thrown together and prepare themselves all the way to a championship. You know what I'm saying? Western Conference Finals. At least I've never seen a Laker team do that. So, if you look at it from that perspective, it's like, hey, man, making it to the play-in, making it to the playoffs, being the number 2 seed, then beating the world champions. That's an accomplishment. And yeah, Eric, it is pretty frustrating, man. It is pretty frustrating because um, and I don't even know if I really want to get into the players individually too much, but the opportunity is right there, man. It's really low hanging fruit. I mean, but was it? I mean, you know, was it? Was the opportunity right there for the season? I mean, I know we really, Laker fans, we really feel like uh, the opportunity is there to sneak in and get to the finals and get a championship. But I'm starting to feel now that to really be thinking that way from from our perspective, from a team that's just thrown together and then really have a lot of time to gel. I mean, basically, we really made the majority of our playoff push without LeBron. Some people forget about that. He was out a month, and we had to, who we put Brown in the lineup, and we basically had to play a month without LeBron, and basically, leapfrog about 3 or 4 teams without him. LeBron comes back for a handful of games at the end of the season, then the playoffs, and um, that to me, man, that was an unlikely situation. Certain things have to fall in your favor in order for that to happen, and it happened. And then, when you watch a team that keep, when they keep winning, you start thinking, well, goddamn, shit, maybe they can go all the way. And but But it looks like the buck is going to stop with that number one seed Denver Nuggets. Yeah, nobody likes to get swept, but I agree with you there, Eric. Nobody wants to get swept. Nobody. I mean, the Lakers up to this point were undefeated at home in the playoffs. That went out the window. And Monday, I really don't like their prospects for winning, even though it is possible. But I really don't like their prospects for winning. I don't see what the, it is what it is. You want to win games, you don't want to get swept. But I don't see what would be the purpose, bro, because they're not going to beat this team the next 4 out of 5 games unless something crazy happens in game 4, and it very could well happen. You never know. Somebody could go down with a significant injury, and it could change the trajectory of the series. So you never know. That's why you got to play the games. But the series is definitely not over. Season's not over. So let's not, let's not, let's not end it prematurely. But yeah, it's a disappointing. It's a disappointing loss. But like I said, I'm bothered. I'm upset about it. Um, but like I said, part of me will be happy that whenever it's over, it will be over because this shit is stressful as fuck. This shit is stressful as fuck. Number one, and number two, um, I just pretty much had in my head whatever this team does, or however it ends, I'm gonna be cool with it because from the start that we had, you know, that was just the worst case scenario. The last season, this season almost started off as a continuation of last season, so this was bad. It was real bad. So, in that perspective, we were able to turn around. We were able to secure some assets for the immediate future. So I'm excited about that. And then I think we're gonna have. We might not have to wait to free agency. I think we're gonna have um, some fireworks on trade day. That's what I think. I think the Lakers are gonna make some moves, and it may go down like 2 seasons ago on the draft. What did I say before? Anyway, I meant to say draft, whatever I said. So we might have to wait to free agency. Yeah, this season, man. I mean, there was a point in the season where I stopped watching the games. I would just check for stats or whatever, because it was stressful, man. It was stressful, man. When you're, and like a lot of you guys on here, I know Eric is one of them, man. When you're like a really fucking hardcore Laker fan, you know what I'm saying? And that doesn't mean that you have to be walking around a Laker gear all the time and all that shit and going to games all the damn time. Um, but like when you're really a OG Laker fan, man, you spend a lot of time thinking about it and investing into it. And if you do go to games, you go to games, or you watch the games, or whatever you do to support the team. This shit is stressful, you know, because when you're Laker fans, you don't think about, oh well, let's just make the playoffs and we'll be happy to be here and blah blah blah. Nah, motherfucker, we try to win it all. So anything short of that is disappointing, especially when you have firepower, you got star power, you got a player like LeBron James and Anthony Davis. It's excuse me, it's disappointing, man. So I definitely know how everybody feels. It is what it is. It's not over, but it is what it is. There's so many, going into off season, but we're not there, so I'm not gonna go into it in depth at all. But there's so many options, so many scenarios, um, so many different directions the Lakers could go in. Yeah, man, Reg Dog, man, shit, bro. I mean, let me tell you something, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Even after after the Golden State series, and even though I knew Denver was gonna be a tough matchup or whatever, but we beat Memphis, we beat Golden State, man. Yeah, your boy was happy. I was happy. I damn near low key almost shed a tear because this team went from trash to the Western Conference Finals, bro. And when we started this season, we was trash. So, when I say, man, I'm stressed out, nigga. I'm stressed out, bro. It's like I guess I'm back. My bad, guys. These guys are calling me. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. But anyway, yeah, I was stressed the hell out, man. Shit. So, um, but I was happy. But now the fun. Well, not quite yet. It's not over with. But now the fun, the real fun, and some more stress is on the horizon. Because when we have this off season, um, the Lakers are going to be the hot topic. One of the hot topics again. We do have assets to try to hold on to, players to try to hold on to. We are going to have players that are going to move on to other teams. Um, we are going to have to see what guys that we prioritize and try to keep. Um, we have young talent that we have to try to keep, and we also have young talent that we need to hold on to and try to cultivate and add to the depth of our rotation because we're going to lose some of these guys. Some of these guys on the vet minimums we're going to lose. So it's going to be important for next season for us to cultivate players like Max Christie, keep players like Rui Hachimura and cultivate him and get him better. Keep players like Austin Reeves and get him better. Um, we do have a draft pick, so that's potentially another young player coming in that we have to get in here and cultivate. So at least to me, that is a little bit exciting because we have a little bit something to look forward to. Um, Last year we didn't have a pick; we had to buy a second round pick. So you know we have some things to look forward to, man. But so it's not all bad. It's not all bad. We'll just talk about LeBron real quick, and then we'll get out of here. Look, man, I was very critical of LeBron shooting the threes or whatever, but if you want to be really real about the situation, man, LeBron's running on fumes. If it's not the foot, it's not. If it's not the foot, it's the ankles. Um, he's running pretty much on at least one or two bad wheels. So I don't, we could criticize the shot selection and all that kind of stuff, man. But to me, it's just my opinion for what I've seen. What I've seen in this playoffs. You can question the shot selection and all that other kind of stuff. You can question maybe he should have taken himself out the game and got more rest. But the Lakers needed him on the floor. But to me, LeBron was doing anything and everything he could to help the Lakers. You know, whether it was playing defense, still, just distributing and everything, rebounding. He was doing. I think he was just doing the best he could under the circumstances. So I don't really have a whole lot of criticism for him, man. Of course, especially at his age. It is what it is, man. You can only do so much, bro. That's just my opinion. You can only do so much, and I believe if LeBron could have played better, he would have. But he's only able to perform as well as his body's going to allow it. To me, at this point in his career, that's just the way it is, man. So that's something the Lakers are going to have to address in the offseason. Yes, I don't feel like he was 100%. Yes, I feel like if he was 100%, the series might be a different story. But the fact of the matter is, when you have your one of your star players, who's very, very advanced in his career, and he's older, and it's just one of the things you're gonna have to deal with, man. So it is what it is. It's different. See, it's different. It's different. Like if you compare the Lakers to Denver, I believe both. I don't think Jamal. Neither one of them guys is 30. Neither one of them guys is 30, and they're both performing at or near their peak. Speaking of Joker and Murray, so that's our superstar situation is not the same. It's just not the same. So it is what it is. Lakers take it on the chin. We lose to a better team tonight, and that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is, man. But anyway, just want to jump on real quick, man. I got to get back to work. Salute to everybody in the chat. Red Dog, Eric Kwan, a few other people came through, man. I appreciate you guys coming through. Um, not not the way we want to see things turn out tonight in the series for the Lakers. Just not what we wanted, man. But like I said, we just have to look at the whole situation in totality. And remember, we went to 13 to number 7, baby. And the fact of the matter is, we knew the ride was going to end at some point. We weren't really sure where or when. Uh, Looks like it's going to end in the Western Conference. And the bottom line is, for a team that started 2-10 and had a 0.4% chance of even making the fucking playoffs, we made it to the Western Conference Finals, and that's a hell of a lot further than the dumbass Suns went, the dumbass, stupid ass, sorry ass, suck ass Clippers went, and it's further than the damn stupid ass former champion Warriors went. So I'll just take solace in that. Anyway, guys, let me get up out of here. Salute to you guys for coming through, and we'll see how things go on Monday, and the season continues. Excuse me, the season continues on Monday. If the Lakers pull out a victory, we'll keep rolling on along. If not, we will go into postseason mode, and shit don't stop, man. Once we go to postseason mode, we'll cover all the latest news, the draft, um, free agency, all the rumors. I will be going out to summer league at some point. I went this season. Me and Lakers over everything. We both went to summer league. He might be out the country, so I don't know if he'll go, but I'll definitely be out. Summer League, man. I'm trying to get Kareem to go. And we just gonna keep rolling from there, man. We'll go to Summer League, and next thing you know, it'll be preseason, and we'll be ready to start this shit all over again. But anyway, guys, that's it. I'm out of here. Salute to everybody in the chat, and like I always say, I will wrap with y'all later. Somebody hit that outro.